it was on fire. Our house would definitely be next.
There were married people that lived in the Altadena for decades, didn't want to leave for the fires, and just decided to stay and fight it out.
This fire has exploded in size.
How many more horses do you have?
We have a couple we just let loose over there. We're trying to get as many as we can out.
Please leave the area.
When one fire marshal came in, discovered the bodies, 2 people that were holding hands. So they died together.
Not every tattoo is gonna come with some, deep meaning behind it. Sometimes we just like the way a tattoo looks, and that's totally all right. But when a client comes in with a tattoo like this, there's a different energy in the room. Even though on the surface, I'm a tattoo artist, I understand that it's so much deeper than that. When my client hit me up and said that he wanted to get a tattoo honoring Altadena, where he's from, on his birthday, 2 weeks after the fire, I knew no matter what was going on in my life, I had to make this appointment work, because honestly, even if it brought him a little bit, just even a little bit of comfort, it was the least I could do. I don't have a whole lot of time to get this design ready, so let's jump to the iPad and I'm gonna take you guys on the process of how I came up with this whole sleeve. My client did give me a lot of creative freedom, but there were certain things that he really wanted to incorporate in the tattoo that specifically reminded him of home. He wanted the name of his city, Altadena, at the bottom, and he wanted to incorporate the beautiful mountainous landscape that they have. Roses are a very common imagery in Altadena, and it's even seen in the Altadena logo. And then we added some palm trees because it's also something that reminded him of home. While we were adding the rose, I thought it would be a good idea to also add the rose bowl. He also wanted a street sign with Pasadena. He definitely wanted that in the tattoo incorporated in some way. So this is what I came up with. Now, I would absolutely be lying if I said that my heart wasn't completely heavy while coming up with this design. And I'm hoping that, it all translates once I get this tattoo onto this client's arm.
Born and raised in Altadena, California. The fires happened January 7th. There were stories of loved ones that lived in these homes for decades, didn't want to leave, just decided to stay and fight it out. And so when one fire marshal came in, it was 2 people that were holding hands. So they died together. Yeah, so that, obviously, hearing that made me just cry. But lucky enough, my mom was able to move back in March 1st.
So she was able to come back home?
Yeah. So I got a flight and I came out in March and I stayed 2 weeks. You could tell the smoke's still in the air. We live in a cul-de-sac. 2 houses down, our home was just burned down to the ground. And then further 3 more down in the cul-de-sac. So
so it got dangerously close.
Yeah. And there's actually still char marks on, you have a gate on the actual gate of our home. So the fire pretty much reached it. It just didn't actually get to the actual home, which thank God. But once I knew she was okay, I wanted to do something meaningful just to commemorate Altadena, just kind of where I grew up. When I say that all these emotions, watching it happen, knowing people were still over there dealing with it and trying to come up with this design, it was totally different than any other tattoo experience I've ever had. But I'm confident in the design. I know I put a lot of love into it. And hopefully it would bring him just even a little bit of comfort, because I can't even imagine what it's like to be in that type of situation.